Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, home to the Carolina Panthers. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the Sacramento State Hornets. Chris Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Catching up with the Sacramento State head coach before the game, he is very excited to be back at his alma mater. He understands the culture and what makes this place special, and he has vowed to get them back in the championship hunt. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Press center downs going to the air. They'll run the screen. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working. Great job by the quarterback to beat the blitz by getting rid of the football, and as a bonus, they get the first down.
Yeah, that's a good example of a quarterback knowing where his answers are. He sees the blitz coming, he finds his running back running out of the backfield, and they're able to make that defense pay.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Washington. All over him immediately.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Working that left side.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner out there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Rashad Downs going up top. Dangerous throw on that one.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Stepping to the right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And they talked about it coming into this game, guys. They were going to be aggressive. They had an opportunity. Could have kicked a field goal? Absolutely not. Hammer down. They stay aggressive, and they strike first in this football game.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. From the gun, it's Danzy. Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right back to the well. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Right side, it's 4. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
One of the things I love about this defense, have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Punt is on its way. Fields the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Pulls it higher complete. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Past the 45. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing. And with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day.
And that last run was just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
2nd and long here. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. On the option. He'll toss it. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Push is ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. There he goes. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he scores. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Robinson will throw. Left side, it's Williams. Punt, and he's got room. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. He has 89 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Keep it on the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll give it to Washington. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Wyoming. Special teams proving to be special. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first. Max got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Turns out it's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Making the adjustment on the play. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Was to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Turns into the pile. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
On first down, it's Bryson Washington again. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Rolls it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Flush to the left. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
What a disappointment. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Pulls it. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're waiting for him behind the line of scrimmage as the final seconds tick away here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 12 team, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's the Razorbacks, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started.
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
On his feet at the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Cowboys have this offense rolling. Robinson looking to pass. Fires to the right. Gets rid of it.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out erratic.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The give is to Williams. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Making the adjustment. First play of this drive. It's dropped after taking the hit. Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Rush right in his face. Complete downfield. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. You could break this down a lot of ways, but on that play, the quarterback just believed his guy was better than the defense.
And he was really right. And anytime you get pressed man where that corner on the outside is all the way up on the line of scrimmage, trying to get hands on that wide receiver. If I win right away, oh, man, you can make a big play on the outside, and he makes a big play for his quarterback.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Straight ahead, it's Washington. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got him downfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll give it to Washington. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. You got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. All the way back. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Robinson will throw. Williams open on the right side. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab on the left. Hits the afterburners. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, this defense had them right where they wanted them, man. Great first down, great second down, but then they just let up on third down, and they dropped back, and they took care of the sticks. But you got to break on the football. Go make that tackle. Man,
Snags it, and he's open. He's at the touchdown, Cowboys. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Here's the return from inside his 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Second down, going to throw it. Couldn't set his feet.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Hits inside. It's Coleman Williams. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Line getting set on second down. Robinson looking to pass. It's incomplete, and we'll change into the field now. As we head for the home stretch, take a look at these numbers, and they are impressive. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Running right, Bryson Washington.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Throws quickly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Here's a give to Washington. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Back's got it on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They'll ride him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Trying to beat the D deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Here's a give to Washington. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got him on the RPO. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Quick give. It's Danzy. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Robinson will throw. He's taking the deep shot. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. This time they'll throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air, and he avoids the sack.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Robinson looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Drops back on first down. They're all over it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
DB's right up on the receivers. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's complete. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to fourth down to keep the drive going.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure, and I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team to victory in this 2-minute situation.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Robinson looking to pass. Turns it upfield. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Rid of it on the RPO. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Mustard and Brown! Big extra point coming in would give them the lead late. And it's good. They're on top, and they'll try to hang on in the waning seconds. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle, and we knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.